Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Shunet El-Zebib is a truly ancient mudbrick structure in Abydos, Upper Egypt, which dates all the way back to the Second Dynasty. It was built by King Khasekhemwy sometime around 2700 BC. For its age and the building materials used, it really is an incredible structure, and it's amazing the ruins still exist today. It consists of two interlaced rectangular surrounding walls. The outer wall is 5 meters thick and 11 meters high and measures 134 by 78 meters. The inner wall is 123 meters by 56, is 3 meters thick and 8 meters high. As we can see on this picture, the inner wall is niched with a palace façade style of decoration. There are 3 entrances into the structure. The most elaborate is on the northwestern wall, close to the north corner, and it also has a corresponding antechamber. There is also another entrance at the eastern corner, and a smaller one by the southern corner. In this structure, the corners point to the cardinal directions and not the edges of the building, which is what we see with many Old Kingdom structures like pyramids. The inner area is just a largely empty court, and it's unknown whether it was once filled with structures or not. Evidence suggests there was something though, because in the midst of the court there was a square flat mount that was made of limestone rubble. This was covered with mud bricks forming 4 flat steps. Originally, some were excited and thought it could be a kind of proto-pyramid, but the structure turned out to be a brick-lined basin. In the eastern corner was a small chapel, also made from hardened mud brick. Excavations uncovered the stratified remains of repeated offerings in front of this building. The founder of the structure in question was the last ruler of the Second Dynasty, King Khasekhemwy, and archaeological evidence suggests it was a funerary enclosure and not a fort as many once believed. It was a place where the deceased king was worshipped and memorialised. It was the car house, like an early mortuary temple. The kings of the Second Dynasty were laid to rest in their own mastabas, with a separate funerary enclosure close by. Shunet El-Zebib is one of a group of structures, all broadly similar in layout and scale, and the earliest dates to King Aha of the First Dynasty, but some structures may date back even earlier. Interestingly, it seems that in this region, only one funerary structure was standing at one time, and evidence suggests that each funerary structure was razed to the ground shortly after the king's death, presumably by their successors. This could have been a ritual. But how can we be so sure that this is a funerary structure and not something like a military fort? Well, with all the archaeological excavations, only cultic and religious finds have been discovered, and because it's located very close to the cemeteries, it's unlikely its use was military. Between 2002 and 2007, several conservation projects have taken place to preserve the enclosure walls, being severely damaged in places, with some sections in danger of collapse. As well as the natural ageing, the building has suffered from neglect, and nature has also played a part in the structure's damage. Hornet nests have been found burrowed into the walls, and wild jackals have burrowed under the foundations. Under the guidance of experts, approximately 250,000 new mud bricks were created, and used to fill gaps and holes to ensure the structure's integrity. The southern entrance has also been reconstructed. As well as for the many reasons already mentioned, the structure is also important to the history of Egypt because it does show continuity between the Second and Third Dynasties. The palace façade design of alternating niches and buttresses on the inner wall does bear a striking resemblance to the walls of the pyramid complex of King Djoser. This video is just a short introduction to the incredible structure of Shunet El-Zebib, and there are a number of detailed papers, books and websites available. I've left some links in the description below. There is one fantastic paper by Matthew Douglas Adams and David O'Connor which looks at the architectural conservation of this ancient royal monument, and for anyone that wants to learn more, I would recommend downloading it. Again, I've left a link in the description below. For a few years now, I've made a lot of videos on ancient Egypt, but not enough on dynasties 1 to 3, and so I'll have more to share with you on early dynastic history in the coming weeks. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.